What's going on, everybody? Almost Evil 33 here, and I'm almost bored, and today I have a game review for you guys. That's right, we're playing Homefront on the Xbox 360. So this is a game that I think was really overlooked when it first came out, and I don't think a lot of people really gave it the time of day, so I'm going to give this game the spotlight that it deserves. And we're going to know by the end of today, or the end of this video at least, if this game is worth picking up or not, because it's really dirt cheap now, and you come to expect that. THQ is a company that I've never been a fan of, but you know what? I have faith in this game. I'm going to go into this one with my head held high, and I'm going to give this game a shot, because look at this. 32-person, groundbreaking multiplayer warfare? It's got to be good, right? Well, for console, maybe, but whatever. Let's delve right into Homefront on the Xbox 360. Game review starts right now. Alright, so before we actually get to playing the game, I figure we should take a good look at the game box and the instruction manual. So my buddy bought this from GameStop today, and he just gave it to me right away because he knew I hadn't reviewed it yet and that I wanted to. So let's just take a look at the instruction manual and see if we can get a hang of some of the controls here. Okay, there is no instruction manual in here. Why is there no instruction manual in this game box? I don't understand. Doesn't GameStop have a return policy that you need to have that and the disc in there? Why is the disc on the left side of the case? I'm so confused right now. Have you ever seen a game box with the disc on the left side of the case? I'm so lost. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody took the art booklet or the title card or whatever out of the front, flipped it around. Well, what the hell? GameStop has a policy here. Why don't they follow it? This is just so unprofessional. Oh well, let's get to the gameplay. Alright guys, so now we're actually in the game. And I'm just going to give you guys my first impressions really quick. I just recorded this gameplay a couple hours ago, and I decided that I think this game is okay. I like a lot of things about it, and I don't like a lot of things about it. So I'm just going to give you guys a list of pros and cons that I came up with, because I figured that would be the best way to review this game fairly, because I haven't played too much of it. So I'm going to give you guys this list of pros and cons and explain my reasoning on every point. And the background gameplay you're seeing right now, I'm using the ACR rifle with one of the red dot sights. I don't remember which one it is. They give you a lot of scopes to choose from, so it's one of them. And it's got some digital camo on it just because it looks cool. And I don't really know too much else about it. I don't know what map I'm on because I haven't been playing the game long enough, so hopefully you guys will excuse me for that. But enjoy the background gameplay while I talk about this game here. So the first thing I'm going to start out with is cons. So this game does have a lot of problems with it that I've noticed right off the bat. And the first thing is movement. And as soon as I got in the game, I realized you move so slow. And I don't like it whatsoever. You guys are actually watching gameplay sped up 15 or 20%. So this is the best way that I read offline to present Homefront gameplay on YouTube. So that shouldn't have to happen. I mean, this game came out in 2011. They couldn't figure out that you're moving too slow. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's like Call of Duty, but you're moving really, really slow. And that's what this game feels like to me, Call of Duty. And that's not a problem. I like Call of Duty. I'm okay with it. But this game feels worse, and the controls are clunky too. So now they got the movement speed out of the way, and the fact that you guys are watching this 15 to 20% sped up, which I think is ridiculous. I'm going to talk about the controls. They're not bad. They're very similar to Call of Duty or Medal of Honor controls, but they're very clunky. I think that especially turning is the biggest problem. When you turn around, it takes a very long time, and I don't like it whatsoever. But my biggest problem here is the aim assist. Is there an aim assist? Is there not an aim assist? I don't really know. In Medal of Honor, there is one. So if I see a person that's close to me, my gun's going to turn around towards them. In this game, I feel like my gun turns away from them. It's harder to lock onto a target. So I don't know if that's a problem in the game, or maybe that's just me and I have to get used to aiming. I don't know. I've never had that kind of an experience with a first-person shooter before, so I could be totally off. I don't know. But those are a couple problems. And also jumping. It feels like you're on the moon when you jump. It's ridiculous. It's like cheesy. It's like, is this a joke? It's embarrassing. Why do you jump like that? And throwing grenades, as you just saw, the way you throw grenades is that you push your arm out. Like, nobody throws like that. You throw them so that they can go far. And I just hit my hand on the computer. But yeah, you throw grenades so that they can go far. But in this game, you throw and they barely go anywhere. They go like 2 feet in front of you. It's very hard to actually throw grenades long distances in this game, so that's always frustrating. And joining games late is another huge problem. I mean, seriously, if you join a game late, what happens is that the enemy team, or your team, everybody really, they store up their battle points, which I'm going to talk about in a second. they store up their battle points, and they will spawn trap you because they get to spawn into vehicles and stuff, and you have nothing because you just joined. So you can go like 0 and 10. It's that hard because you won't be able to move around the map without getting killed from somebody who already stored up a ton of battle points. So that's pretty annoying. The graphics are also very unimpressive. For 2011, they're lame. Explosions are lame. I just don't appreciate them at all. I don't think they're anything out of the ordinary. They didn't try. The engine doesn't look much different than Frontline's Fuel of War, which is another game that this company made, and they're totally unimpressive to me. Now I'm going to get to the pros, because this game did do some things right. Number one, the 32-player console cap. That's awesome. I mean, I've never seen a game that has the 32-player console cap, and this game did it right. I've never seen Medal of Honor or Battlefield or Call of Duty even make an attempt at it, and this game did it, so I give them credit for that. Also, every time you spawn in, you like dive into the game so you can see where your enemies are. I like that too. And battle points. I'm going to talk about these really quick. Battle points are awarded whenever you kill somebody or whenever you cap an objective, very similar to how points are awarded in Medal of Honor. Now, as you store up battle points, you can unlock certain vehicles and certain kill streaks. Like as you can see here, I'm using a Hellfire airstrike. So that's really cool, and when you die, your battle points don't reset or anything like that, so it's not as pressured, and it makes for a more chill game, so I really like that. So I love the battle point system too. So this game did do some things right. Some things I hope come back in Warfighter or something like that, and they could kind of take into account the developers of Warfighter can somewhat learn from this game, and other shooter companies can learn. This game did do some things right, but it did a lot of things wrong as well. That's my final consensus. Alright, so here's the moment you've all been waiting for. We're going to decide right here, right now, if Homefront on the Xbox 360 is worth it. And is it worth the $60 for a brand new game? No, it isn't. I mean, it's not bad, but $60 is a lot of money, and absolutely not. This game does not meet the requirements of a game that is worth $60. I mean, it did some things right, it did some things wrong. I think it's about even with pros and cons, and that's not good enough for me to pay $60 to get it. It really isn't. So it's up to you guys. But what I will say is this. I think that this game is absolutely worth the rent. I mean, you guys might love the game. You might end up being a huge fan of it. And I know there are Homefront veterans out there. And to you guys, you know what? This game's not bad. It's not great, in my opinion, but it's not bad. They could have done some things better, and there was no support for the game after it came out, really. And that's unfortunate. The same thing happened with Medal of Honor 2010. So I think this game kind of fell apart, but it is worth picking up and renting if you get a chance. So that is my final consensus on Homefront. I hope you guys enjoyed this game review. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up on this video. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody.